Welcome back to eSIM Studios. I have some good news and some bad news. If you're anticipating the new Samsung Unpacked event where they're going to unveil the new foldables for the 2026 lineup. So Samsung is getting ready to unveil the Galaxy Z Flip 8, the Z Fold 8, and Z Fold 8 Ultra on July 22nd in London. Now, I mentioned a little good news, a little bad news. The good news, you're getting brand new devices, some new hardware, and we all love that. Now, what is the bad news? Well, I guess there's two bad news things. One is they're mad expensive. The other is that it looks like this might be the very last flip model ever made. So Ice Universe, the rock solid leaker for Samsung products, put out a tweet today that's very concerning if you are a Samsung lover like myself. Always keep a Samsung device with me. Now, he did say, as you can see here, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 8 is likely to be Samsung's last small folding product. What the hell is going on with Samsung? Why would they do this? There's a ton of flip users. I know you might not think at first that it's not that popular of a product. I can see why maybe they would discontinue it. But if you do a deep dive, which I have done, on the history of this device, it's actually a head scratcher. So this is actually Samsung's most popular foldable. They sell more flips than they do folds per year. They got some really good colors this year. Now let me describe some of the downsides to this device, and then we'll get into the pros, the cons, why Samsung might be doing this. I just got back on TikTok on a burner phone, may I add, but I'm shocked. There is a huge community of flip users on TikTok. The good news is it's good for content creators because you can use that rear camera as your front facing camera. You know how a lot of times you record, content creators or vloggers can record with their front facing camera, but we all know these sensors on the back are the very best. Well, the cool thing with this flip, you can record and watch yourself, look at yourself, see what's in frame from the rear sensors. But remember, it's got that screen on the rear part of the device. You can also close it, fold it closed, and shoot video from that rear sensor. So shooting videos is great. Still photos, not the best. It does way more better quality, way more better finished product with video compared to still photo. If you take a lot of still photos, I wouldn't recommend it. If you shoot a ton of video, I'd certainly recommend it. It's lightweight, it folds in half. This was not the best performing and or battery life phone to get in the past. The reason is it has a small battery, and look, there's almost nothing you can do as far as the battery is concerned. You can only put so much battery in this phone. It has to fold in half for Christ's sake. So it's not like you can cram a huge battery in here. So the last few years, they've put a Samsung Exynos CPU in these flips, which, let's face it, not the best. This year, they're doing the right thing, which is putting a Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 CPU in this phone. It's very efficient. It's 3 nanometer, but it's much more efficient than the Samsung Exynos CPU. So it's not going to run through a bunch of power. It's very efficient. It's going to sip on that power, and they're slightly increasing the battery size on here. So I do think you're going to get better battery life. Not to mention they're upgrading the OLED display on this device. I believe it's getting the M14 Samsung OLED panel, and that panel uses 74% less power than previous generation. So it should get decent battery life. It just sucks they're going to discontinue it. So why are they discontinuing it? I have no freaking clue. But let's face it. I did read a report a couple days ago. Samsung Mobile, their mobile division, is going to take their very first operating loss of last fiscal year of any year since they've been operating. So this past year, they're going to take an operating loss. They have not done that before, which means they're losing money. So we all know the RAM crisis is getting out of control. We all know the prices of these are going to increase. It makes you wonder what Samsung's strategy is, because as I mentioned earlier, this is their number one seller. Like, you can go back, you can look at the numbers. They sell way more flips than they do folds. And that simple reason is because I think it's simply cheaper. Like, the fold is almost twice as expensive, you know. So if I had to guess, I'm thinking that the price, I'm thinking like I'm in Samsung shoes right now. They're probably thinking the price of these are going to go up to a point where the consumer, if they're going to buy the flip, they might as well go and get the fold, because leaked prices of these have it right around $1,486, $1,400, somewhere right around there. And that's a huge increase because the base model last year was only $1,000. Some of these decisions are head scratchers. I have a prediction. I think Samsung is going to be shocked at just how low the sales are going to be for these upcoming Flip 8, Fold 8, Fold 8 Ultra devices. The prices are just astronomically high this year. I just don't see many people buying these devices. And here's the thing. Samsung's probably still going to sell more Flip 8s than Fold 8s. I can almost guarantee you, like, I'm literally willing to put money on that bet, that the Flip 8 is still going to outsell the Fold 8 and Fold 8 Ultra. It's just, I don't know why they would discontinue their best-selling foldable. Shocked today, for sure. But stay tuned to the channel. We're going to cover the Samsung Unpacked event for the launch of these foldables here on July 22nd. I'm going to cover all of it. So if you're interested in getting one, and look, now that I know it's going to be the absolute final flip, I told y'all I was going to skip getting a flip this year, right? Well, just like with OnePlus and the OnePlus 15, you're gonna want to grab one. It's going to be a collector's item. It's their last one. And with this flip, this afternoon's the very first time I thought, damn, I think I'm going to have to get one of these just as like a collector's item. I do love these phones. I just, you know, I have my reasons for why I was going to skip it. But now that I know that, tell me, what color do you think looks best? And don't tell me pink, damn it. I don't go that way. I'm not rocking pink. I'm not one of those guys. So it's either white or black. Tell me which one, what color you like the best, because now, damn it, I'm going to have to get one. Maybe it was this plan all along. Maybe they thought, you know how we can really boost sales? Let's say it's our last model. We're never going to make them again. And people like eSIM Studios, he loves those flips. We're going to make him go grab another one because this is going to be our last. We'll tell him. Good plan, Samsung, because I think it's going to work. So stay tuned to the eSIM Studios YouTube channel. I got everything on lock for you. Appreciate your time. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand